go. Thanks.
Guy with the hat.
Guy with the hat. All right. I see two guys with, no? All right. Yeah, we got two hats. Are they going to talk together? Hi.
It's such an honor.
Thank you.
First of all, I want to thank you that many people in the world who had a different childhood, a difficult childhood, really could have hang tight to the stories you made and could have escaped to crazy worlds where they had no problems more than the evil enemies and everything. And I really want to thank you from the deepest part of my heart. But the question I have is, many superpowers you invented back in the times were, from as like I see it, were based a bit on problems people have many times. Like, for example, the Hulk, the crazy rage, the Wolverine, like nothing can hurt him physical, but the psychological stuff always keeps him down. Stuff. Does it really? Did it give you the inspiration for this? Did it give you in the real world, like
No, I think you're making it sound more intellectual than it really was. And I try to give every hero something that, a vulnerability. I tried to give them all, I tried not to make them perfect. For example, Iron Man had a weak heart. The Hulk, everybody hated. And he would turn into Bruce Banner whenever he didn't want to. And so forth. And I did that only to make it more interesting, because take Superman, for instance. I don't want to speak ill about a competitor, although I love doing that. Superman never very much interested me because he wasn't vulnerable. They realized that after a while, and they had to invent Kryptonian or whatever, kryptonite, whatever it was. But it's no fun reading about somebody who can't be hurt and everything is perfect. And I never really knew anything about Superman's private life. All I knew, he was Clark Kent, worked for a paper, and his biggest fear was if he took off his glasses, Lois Lane might think he was Superman. See, if I took off my glasses, you wouldn't recognize me. I'm really another person. Speaking of glasses, I did a cameo for the Avengers movie, which you will not see because they didn't use it. No, but I did another one you will see, which is better. What happened with the first one, I was supposed to be sitting in a restaurant, and Steve Rogers is at the next table very close to me, and there's a pretty waitress bringing him his food, and he obviously liked her, but he's not talking to her. So I lean over and I say something like, "Get her phone number, you dummy." And after I did that, the director said, "Stan, would you mind removing your eyeglasses because the light is causing a glare, so I'd like to shoot this without your eyeglasses." So I did it and did it again. Everything was fine. I went home. A couple days later, I got a phone call. "You have to do a different cameo." I said, "Why?" He said, "Nobody recognized you without your eyeglasses." So that's the story that he asked me to tell. If you found it dull, if you enjoyed it, it's because I told it. So find somebody. Story I've written. Well, I'll pick one. I don't really have favorites because I'm such a big fan of mine. I like everything I've written. But I think the one called Spider-Man No More, when he decides to give up being Spider-Man. And I love the cover that John Romita drew, where he's walking away from the reader and there's a garbage pail and his costume is hanging over the edge. So I think that's probably my favorite one.
And I thought, if I die to buy my Marvel comic, I'll get a posthumous no prize. Are you able to give me now that no prize?
I must have absolute silence. I hereby award you, not a posthumous one.
No, there you go.
I hereby award you, what date is today?
26. 26.
The 20, on, and what month is it?
February.
On February 26th, you,
Russell Willis,
are awarded a no prize. Hey. I want you to guard it well, put it in a safe place, You may look at it at least once a week and treasure it.
Thank you very much, Stan.
Don't embarrass me with your thanks.
Hey guys, we're running out of time, but to be fair, okay, and I'm asking everybody to be fair. If you already asked a question, don't raise your hand.
My question is, you told us yesterday...
Oh, I thought he was going to answer.
No, he answered the question.
What was the answer?
Fantastic Four number 10.
Yeah.
Really? That's what I was in that?
Yep.
You was, yes.
No wonder it sold so well. Okay, what's your question?
And, my question was, you told us yesterday how you came up with Spider-Man, but how did you come up with the Hulk?
How did I come up with the Hulk?
Yeah.
I am going to tell you how I came up with the Hulk. As always, I was trying to do something different. And I thought, wouldn't it be cool to get a monster who's really a good guy? And the reason I thought of that, I always liked that Frankenstein movie with Boris Karloff. Excuse me. I always thought, really, the monster was a good guy, but he was always being chased up and down the mountains by those idiots with the torches. And I thought, I'm going to get a monster who's good, but everybody thinks he's a monster, and they're always chasing him around. And then I thought, well, that'll be kind of dull. How long can you see people chasing a monster? So I remember Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And I said, well, what if my monster could turn into his normal self when he least wanted to, and then turn into his monstrous self when he least wanted to? And what if each one of his selves would hate the other one? And that's when I thought of the Hulk. And I thought, of course, the name was brilliant, Hulk. But I thought it needed something, so I called him the Incredible Hulk. Because I'm very corny and I love adjectives. Like, it could have been the Four, but I made it the Fantastic Four. And on. The Amazing Spider-Man. Give me an adjective and I'm a happy man. Okay, thank you. You guys are great. I really enjoyed this. Even without the drink, I enjoyed it.
No worries.
I didn't hear what you said, but I was...